Welcome to another lesson. Today we're going to speak about clocks, time, and daylight saving time. You might be thinking, what's daylight saving time? Well, I'm going to explain all of this. But as always, I'm so happy to see that I have my students here. They're active in the chat. Be sure to give me a thumbs up or a hello so I know you are ready. I'm going to say hello to as many people as I can. Okay. Dalton, waiting for the best lesson of the week. Hello, teacher. Thank you. Yes, I'm excited about today's lesson. Kamalov says, hi, Arnel. Hello. Harsh Mishra says, hello, ma'am. Hello. Zla151 says, hi, Miss Arnel. Maria, good to see you as always. Hi, Queen. Glad to see you again. Joining your live lessons always make my day. I'm all ears. Really good expressions. Official MT Gamer. Hello, Arnel. Hello. Nice. Let's do a few more and then I promise we'll get started really soon. Julia, hi Arnel. Greetings from Myanmar. Good to have you here again. Nan's here. Hi Arnel, joining your live 1 hour earlier from my place. Exactly. That's why we're talking about daylight saving time. A lot of you might be thinking, this lesson is earlier than usual. So it might be for you, but for me, it's the same time. Unche waiting, really good. Manuel, afternoon from Tenerife. My answer is not at all. No spring forward, no fall down, stand still the whole year. This could be a controversial topic, daylight saving time. I think we should get started though. Okay. If I haven't said hello, please keep your hellos coming, but I really want to start. Okay, and as always, would you like today's notes? You can download all the notes from today's lesson and all the past live lessons easily on Gravotion. Just search for gravotion.com and I have a link in the video description. So become a member and join. I'd love to see you there. Good. Okay. In today's lesson, we aren't going to learn how to tell time. Those two words go together. Tell time. What does tell time mean? This means to read a clock or a watch. For example, we see that girl pointing to a clock. It's 11:45 or it's 11:45. That is telling time. Telling time is when you can read a clock. When did you learn how to tell time? Some people can't tell time on an analog clock because on our phones, people, we don't have a clock, do we? It's all digital. We have digital clocks now. Good. Ooh, lots of hellos coming. While you're reading the slide, while you're letting the information soak into your brain, I'm gonna say hello to a few more people. Davide, hi teacher, how are you? Very good, thank you. Vikram, good evening. Arnel, hello. Alessandro, hi everyone. I hope everything is well with everyone. Exactly, I love it. We have Dan here. Hello, Arnel from Nigeria. Yes, I'm glad to join. Shafi Kula. Hi, teacher. Hello. Good. Really, really nice. Let's keep going. Unche is saying, same, I can't tell time on an analog clock. Yeah, nowadays everything is just digital, right? It's just the numbers. Right. Good. So in today's lesson, it's not about telling time. I do have a lesson on my channel about telling time. You can search for it, but today we're not doing that. Okay. Let's look at the basics. Different ways we can tell time and measure time. You know this one. A clock, a watch. This is a common mistake. If you wear it on your wrist, it's not a clock. This is a watch. Then we have a timer. A timer. And then we have a stopwatch. Stopwatch. Good. Okay, really nice. Yun says, in English, I am still confused about an analog. Yeah, it's confusing because there are different ways we can say it. We can say 11:30 or 11:30. There are a few ways we can tell time. Okay, so we have these 4 pieces of vocabulary here. Let's put these into a sentence. My kitchen clock. My kitchen clock is slow. It's 5 minutes behind. So we use the adjective slow when your clock is behind. You know this can happen. You check the clock, then you check your phone. Your clock is slow. Your phone is always on time. What's the opposite? I think my watch is 2 minutes fast. I think I'm early. My watch is 2 minutes fast. I set the kitchen timer to 15 minutes for the muffins. You know, when you're cooking, when you're baking, you need a timer. Our coach uses a stopwatch to see how fast we run. I would be the slowest one on the team for sure. I can tell you guys, I am not fast. Even as a kid, we'd have races in school. I was like the slowest one. I am not fast. Okay. Good. Nice. So, I am curious, how many of you are watch wearers? Wearers, meaning you wear a watch every day. I am, but today I don't have my watch on. Let me know in the comments. Give me a thumbs up. Do you usually wear a watch? I'm going to put that question in the chat. Do you usually wear a watch? Just give me a yes or no. Keep it simple. Do you usually wear a watch? Nat is saying, a watch is one of the classic things to give as a present. It is. It is. The watch I got, that I'm not wearing, was a birthday present. Yeah. I always set my analog watch ahead so I can get everywhere on time. I hate being late. Same here. My watch is always set a couple minutes fast. I hate being late. Same here. Okay, lots of answers. So do you usually wear a watch? Yes. No. Ivan, yes. Hello, Ivan. Never ever. Serena, I'm curious. Why do you say never ever? What's the reason? Yes, I do. William, no. Not nowadays. Dalton, not yet. Okay, not yet. Really good. Not since the pandemic. Okay. Yep. Before, yes. And now, never. Good. Last comment, really good answers. Yes, I do. I really like wearing watches. Oh, I really like wearing my watch. Good, wonderful. Okay. Nat, I know the white color, right? Exactly, my watch is white. I love white things. So my watch is white. Yeah, good memory. Okay. Let's keep moving. I think we'll get through today's lesson pretty quickly. This is a verb you need to know. When you set a clock, watch, or timer, you add the time you need. Whether it's to your watch, to your alarm clock, you have to set it. What time is it? I have to set my watch. Don't forget to set your alarm. How long should I set the timer for? 10 minutes? 20 minutes? So set is the correct verb to use. I have a question for all of you. I'm going to put it in the chat. What time do you usually set your alarm? What time do you usually set your alarm? For me, it depends on the day, but usually my alarm is set to 7 in the morning, but I usually wake up earlier. I'm an early riser. So what time do you usually set your alarm? Put the time in the comments. Manuel, yes, don't forget to set the alarm when you go to bed. Just because you snooze, you lose. That's right. You snooze, you lose. Even 5 a.m. Ooh, that's so early, 5 a.m. Manuel as well. 5 in the morning. Natalia, I always set my alarm for 8. Yeah, that's a reasonable time, 8 o'clock. We have a lot of early risers. Alejandra, I set my alarm at 5. That's early. Wow. Sky Angle, 7 o'clock at night to study. Right, an alarm doesn't just have to be to wake up. I've always set my alarm at 6. Yes. Nice. Elvira, I always set my alarm clock the night before so I don't miss the train. Although most of the time I wake up before the alarm goes off. Yeah, same here. I wake up early. 5:30. Yes, really nice. Good. I mean, that's really early, but nice. I usually set 6 a.m. Yeah. Depends on the day, but normally I set it at 6:25. Yes. So we can say I leave at 6. The meeting starts at 4. But we would say I set my alarm for 6 a.m. I set my alarm for 8. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Lauren says, I set my alarm at 6 and it is 2 minutes fast. Yep, always gotta be early. Okay, so set is the word you need, set. Let's move on. Remember, today is all about time, clocks, and later we will get to daylight saving time because that's an important custom. 3 phrases with time. We can make time, kill time, and waste time. Make time. This means to find time to do something even though you are busy. You're kind of like creating more time. Example, I'm very busy this week, but I can make time to help you on Saturday. I will find time to help you. Next one, kill time. This sounds really negative, right? Oh, you kill time. But actually, it's a very neutral phrase. It doesn't have a negative feeling at all. To kill time means to do something while you are waiting. You are just waiting. You're bored. You have to do something, right? So you kill time. We arrived early, so we killed time in a bookstore. We just went through the bookstore, browsing, looking at a few things. What other ways can we kill time? We can look around a store. read something, scroll through social media. That's all killing time. The feeling is different. It's not the same as wasting time. The third one, wasting time. This means you do something unimportant. Maybe you're being lazy. You're not being productive. It's not the same as killing time. Don't waste time playing games when you should be studying. I wasted the whole day watching TV. Stop wasting time. Come on, get up and do something. Nan says, I am very tired this week, but I decided to make time to help my friend. Exactly. You open up your schedule. You rearrange a few things. You make time. Alejandra says, in the mall. You can kill time in a mall. Exactly. You just look around. You don't really want to buy anything. Maybe you're waiting for something. Manuel says, and remember, spend time learning English with your PC or a laptop. It will never be, never will it be a waste of time. That's right, studying English is never a waste of time. Vikram says, I do not have time to kill time. Okay, that's right. If you're killing time, it's because you have a gap between lessons, a gap before your train leaves, then you need to kill time. But if you have no time, then you don't kill time. Exactly. Julia says, don't waste time. There's a lot on my plate. That's the idiom. There is a lot on my plate. This means super busy. And I'm swamped with my work recently. Exactly, you can't waste time. Maria says, actually, I have a lot to study, but every other Wednesday, I make time to join you religiously. Yes, exactly. Make time for my live lessons. Good examples. Keep your examples coming. Even if we move on, try and think in English. What can you think of? Write it in the comments. Don't worry about mistakes. That's not important. Dan says, I usually kill time reading some stuff online or listening to some podcasts. Exactly. Now with our phones, it's really easy to just kill half an hour, kill a few hours. Yun says, I'm playing the story games in English, so it's not a waste of time. Exactly. If you're playing games in English, video games, watching movies, it's never a waste of time. I'll do one more example. When I'm on the train, I kill time listening to English lessons. Yeah, wonderful. Killing time helps you pass. Helps you pass the time so you're not so bored. Oh, last example. Rania, as I was in the waiting room, I killed time by reading the magazines. Exactly, reading, really good. I love it. There we have it. Make time, kill time, waste time. Start using these phrases when you're speaking. They're very common. Okay. A few examples. Adam is always busy, but he makes time for his daughter on weekends. Our class doesn't start until 3. Let's go to the park to kill a few hours. I wasted so much time scrolling through TikTok last night. I think we all do that from time to time, right? We kind of waste time on social media. Good. I have 2 more little phrases and then we move on to daylight saving. Yes. Okay. Let's start with the definition. all the time. The definition of the next two phrases is all the time. You can say around the clock, all the time. The hospital is open around the clock. Police officers worked around the clock to find the missing boy, non-stop, all the time. And a lot of times it's a good way to exaggerate doing something all the time. Oh, I work around the clock. Next one, 24/7. We just say the numbers, 24/7. It's a really natural thing to say, 24/7. So what does 24/7 mean? Well, you know, we have 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week, 24/7, all the time. This convenience store is open 24/7. It's open around the clock. A convenience store is a small store that sells all the basic things you need. You know, a convenience store is small, the aisles are narrow, and they're usually open 24/7, but it's not really a full-size supermarket. It's not that. Just a little store. Customer support is available 24/7 on their website. Yes. Queen says, I know I'm busy. I should make time to relax this weekend. Exactly. You got to make time for yourself. You have to take care of yourself first. Nice. Dan says, pop-up ads. Ooh, pop-up ads online are around the clock. Because around the clock isn't an adjective, we wouldn't say they are around the clock. We need a verb here. Pop-up ads online are seen around the clock, or they appear around the clock. Yeah. Nan says, when I have no idea what to do, I kill time sleeping, sitting on the public seat. Okay. Nan, can you do that? Can you sleep in public? I couldn't do that. Yeah, I would worry. I'd worry that I just started drooling or something like that. I wouldn't sleep in public. But yeah, sleeping, you definitely kill time. Maria, I'm hungry. All the time. Exactly, yes. Ashraf says, I work around the clock every week. Yeah. Hospitals open around the clock? Yeah, most hospitals, right? They have the emergency room. They're open around the clock. Good. Okay, nice. Ooh, one more. Vikram says, sometimes I make time to do meditation. Yeah, exactly. Something peaceful, something calming. My friend thinks I study around the clock. He thinks I study, but I really don't. Okay. Manuel, surely you do it waiting for your flight, Arnel. No, if I'm waiting for my flight, it doesn't matter what time a flight is. I can't sleep. I can sleep on a plane, but I'm gonna do a poll soon, but it'd be fun to do a poll. Can you sleep in public? Yeah. Okay, nice. The next slide, we're gonna look at daylight saving time. This is a really interesting concept that not every interesting custom that not every country has. Okay, a lot of information here. Let's read it together. Daylight saving time. Informally, people say daylight savings. Daylight savings starts tomorrow. Daylight savings ends. This is the custom of moving your clock 1 hour forward or backward. So kind of with my live lesson, for a lot of you, it's earlier because now it happened on Sunday in England. We moved our clocks 1 hour backward. DST, daylight saving time, starts. This is when you move 1 hour forward. What did I say earlier? Sorry, just a second ago I meant on Sunday we moved our clocks 1 hour forward, not backward. I forgot what I said. In the USA this year, it happened on Sunday, March 8th. UK and Europe, Sunday, March 29th, which was just this past Sunday. Daylight saving time ends. This is when we move our clocks 1 hour backward. So it will end in the USA November 1st, UK and Europe October 25th. Is this confusing? Yes. Yes, it is. It's funny, some countries, they don't change their clocks. In the USA, they do it differently, and Canada. Then we have the UK and Europe. Every year, twice a year. I'm a little confused. Yep. So I want to do a poll. I want to know, in your country, do you have daylight saving time? Do you move your clocks? Let me get the poll going. Do you have daylight saving time in your country? Yeah, answer the poll. It'll be up in a second. Yes. No. And then I want to add another one. I know in some countries they used to have it, but now they don't. I'm curious. In the past, yes, but now, no. Okay. So do you have daylight saving time in your country? Yes, no. In the past, yes, but now, no. Okay. So the poll has 3 options. Can you please give me your answer in the poll? I really want to know. Oh, a lot of people are saying yes. Rick says yes. Ahmed says yes. Dan says yes. Dalton, do you like daylight saving time? Here in Brazil, it hasn't been done since 2019. Oh, that's really recently. Recently, it ended. And I'm grateful to God for it. I hate daylight saving time. Do I like it? I'm indifferent. Indifferent means in the middle. I don't like it. I don't hate it. I'm indifferent means it doesn't bother me. I'm really in the middle. Yeah, it's just so normal. Daylight saving time is such a normal thing that I don't really think about it. So I don't like it. I don't dislike it. I'm indifferent. Okay, let me check out the poll. Ooh. Wow, so the majority of you have daylight saving time. So far the poll says 55%. And ooh, 11% say in the past, yes, but now, no. Keep the votes coming. I'm really curious. Just choose your answer. Choose your answer. Bishar says not in Pakistan. Yeah, yes. Natalia, in Russia, we don't change time for a long time, although we used to. Okay, yeah. I know some countries have just stopped doing it. They've stopped it. Rania, for me, it's 2:26. So yes, we moved 1 hour forward. Okay, good. Nice. Nan, Arnel, I am curious for the DST. You need to change the setting of every clock and watch. Yes. So of course, my computer, my phone, they do it automatically. But if it's a watch or clock, every time the clock change, I get up in the morning and I have to set the time. Yeah, twice a year. Every year I have to do that. And there's always a time I forget 1 o'clock and then I think, oh, I'm late or I'm early. No, I just forgot to change the time. Gerhard says yes. Okay. I love it. Yurilailom says in Turkey past yes, but now no. Right. Okay. Good. Wonderful. We will keep speaking about daylight saving time as we move on. But I have to play my 45-second Gravotion ad. So please bear with me. Sit back, relax for 45 seconds while I play my ad, and then our lesson will continue. Thank you so much. Do you want the notes for today's lesson? Join Gravotion, my fast-growing platform where grammar, vocabulary, and emotion meet. Download the notes for today's lesson, plus hundreds of other PDFs ready to use. You'll also get access to my complete grammar course roadmap, so you'll never wonder, how do I learn grammar? Where do I start? And the best part, the community. Join and connect with English learners from all around the world just like you. Write Gravotion in the comments and I'll personally send you a link to join. Let's get back to the lesson. Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching that ad. Okay, looking at the poll, nice. So yes is still ahead at 48%. Keep the votes coming. I'll check later. Okay. Oh, here's my slide that tells me I need to do a poll. Anyway, poll time. Does your country have DST? Well, I did the poll early, and now I have the answers. Person 1. When does daylight savings start? That's informal. Daylight savings. When does daylight savings start? Your phone will update automatically. See, person number 2 is really chill. He doesn't care. It's automatic. Dalton says, I remember our last meet in Gravotion where we pronounced bear and not beer. Exactly. It's bear with me, not beer. Or I can't bear that. Yeah. Good. Maria says, you know, because of daylight savings, the time of your lesson changes for me, but just an hour before. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. It is applying in Canary Island just because we belong to the Europe community. Yes. Okay. Right. Rainia, how do you say automatically? Automatically. That's a long word, 5 syllables. Automatically. Automatically. Your phone will update automatically. Okay. Let's keep going. So now I have a little history lesson for you. You know, before this lesson, a few days ago, I was speaking to my members about daylight saving time, and I thought, I better check, why do we have daylight saving time? So, just sit back, relax, and listen to me reading, and just enjoy this mini history lesson. Daylight saving time began during World War I. Many countries moved the clocks forward to save energy and use less electricity. Later, more countries used it again during World War II. Today, some countries still use daylight saving time to have more daylight in the evening during spring and summer. So it was used to preserve energy, preserve electricity. That's why we have it, and we still do it to this very day. We still do daylight saving time. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, really nice. There's a history lesson for you. I recommend later coming back to this lesson, pausing the video, and reading it out loud to practice. Let's move on with some more vocabulary. In English, we say spring forward, fall back. Spring forward, fall back. You might be thinking, what is this? What does this have to do with clocks, time, and daylight saving time? This helps people remember to put their clocks forward or backward. It's a little saying. Everyone knows spring forward, fall back. Let's look at that first group there with that man jumping. A spring is a noun. It's that little metal coil. You know, even in a pen, we have a spring inside. To spring, the verb means a quick jump, like the cat sprang forward. It's an irregular verb. Spring, sprang, sprung. Spring is also the season. So take all that information and think about that is the reason we say spring forward. You always know to move your clock forward. You're jumping forward in spring. Spring forward, clocks move forward. The next little bunch of vocabulary. Fall. Fall is the season. Fall is more common in American English. Autumn is more common in British English, but don't worry, you can use them interchangeably. Fall is also the verb. It's irregular. Fall, fell, fallen. Fall back. So in the fall, we move our clocks backward. This is how we remember it. Spring forward, fall back. Manuel, string. Did I put string? Spring? Manuel, did I write string somewhere? Spring forward. Manuel, let me know what string's about. Let me know in the comments. Gulzar, I am not getting this. It's a weird expression. It is weird. I was hoping to simplify it, but maybe I didn't. The expression is spring forward, fall back. Why do we use spring? Because in the springtime, we move forward, kind of like jumping forward. It helps us remember, jump forward. Because a lot of times when the clocks change, people forget, in the spring, do I go forward or backward? But we can think spring forward. In the autumn, in the fall, we move our clocks back, kind of like we are falling back. We fall back in the fall, we move our clocks backward. I hope that helps. It is kind of a confusing one. Natalia, no, there's spring everywhere. Don't worry. Good, because you know from time to time I'll make a typo. If I make a typo, let me know because I will change it later in the notes. I will correct it. Good. Nice. Okay. Nan, Arnel, DST makes the people sleep 1 hour earlier. Then they will switch off their lights 1 hour earlier like that. In the past, nowadays, no. I think people just go to bed when they're tired as usual. When we're sleeping, the clocks change. I think it happens like at 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning when everyone's asleep. So during the spring and summer, there's daylight for longer. But I don't think people actually try to sleep 1 hour earlier. I think that's just a personal choice. But in the past, I think it was to help save electricity. They have more light in the evening, so they don't need to use electricity. That's what I think, Nan. I could be wrong with this though. So we can say, don't forget, we spring forward next week. Yes, you can say that. The expression is spring forward, fall back. Remember everyone, tomorrow, don't forget, we spring forward next week. If you say that, everyone knows you're talking about daylight saving time. Yeah. Maria, so to spring conjugation is like to drink. Oh, drink, drank, drunk. Yeah. Very, very similar. What situation can we bring this sentence in? Yes, this is usually not used as part of a sentence. Some phrases, idioms in English are used as a stand-alone phrase, like this one, spring forward, fall back. So when could we use it? Imagine someone asks you, let's go back to that little conversation. Person A says, when does daylight saving start? Do we move the clocks forward or backward? Person B can say, spring forward, fall back. It's kind of to remind them, spring, go forward, fall, go back. So it's usually not used as part of a longer sentence. So don't worry about putting it into a sentence. Seymat says, I have a question, please. Seymat, put your questions in the comments. I will try to get to them as often as, I'll try to answer as many as I can. Dalton, in the fall, we fall back in time to correct time. Yes. Alessandro, sorry for shifting the topic. Spring and leap are the same. They could be. They're both jumping. Spring and leaping. Spring and leap. My feeling, Alessandro, my feeling is spring is fast. It's fast, it's unexpected. You spring. Leap could be bigger, like a bigger jump. Perhaps there isn't this feeling of this unexpected jump. But usually, they can be used in the same way. You spring, you leap. Okay. Do timetables in schools change after daylight saving time? No, it's the same. If your math lesson is at 1 o'clock, when the clocks change, when you wake up in the morning, all the clocks have changed, so it's still 1 o'clock. Actually, the schedule doesn't change at all in your country. It only becomes confusing internationally. Like for me, I have family in the USA, I have family in Asia, and I always have to remember, oh, when did their clocks change? Their clocks didn't change. So if you're in a country when you have, if you have daylight saving time, nothing changes for you. You just have to remember that you get either 1 more hour of sleep or 1 less. Okay. Good. So spring forward, fall back. Remember that you will hear it, you will read about it. And then coming up, when did I put those dates there? Was it the last slide? Not that one. Not that one. Okay. So look out for spring forward, fall back in November. Look out for it in October because the news, social media, you will see it. Spring forward, fall back. And later at the end of this lesson, we'll look at a few news headlines with daylight saving time. Okay. Excellent. Let's go on. Here's a little summary. Common phrases you'll hear this time of year and in the fall. The clocks are gonna change soon. And just to remind you, gonna is very informal. It's only like in a message or in a conversation. In an email, don't write gonna. Going to is a full form. But you'll hear, the clocks are gonna change soon. The clocks go forward. The clocks go back. Back is really common. We often just say the clocks go back. We move the clocks forward. We move the clocks back. Both are fine. We lose an hour of sleep in spring. We lose an hour. What's the opposite? We gain. We gain an hour of sleep in autumn, in fall, or we get an extra hour of sleep. So people like daylight saving time in the fall because you get an extra hour of sleep. Okay. Okay, Lauren, I have springs under my shoes like Inspector Gadget. Okay. Well, that should make walking really fun. If you have springs under your shoes, why not? Okay. Good. Natalia, going to Ghana. Exactly. Ghana is very conversational. I just want to tell you because sometimes I've seen students do this in writing. Ghana, in writing is not really correct, but in spoken English, it's very common. Just like wanna. Yeah, just like wanna. Ahmed, teacher, could you teaching online with Zoom live in classroom? Ooh, Ahmed, I'm glad you brought this up. A lot of my members know that for Gravotion, I am currently working on a speaking platform, a speaking aspect. Because if you want to improve your English, you got to practice. You actually have to speak with other people, speak with a teacher. So I will announce these speaking groups on my community on YouTube. I'm currently working on it. And yes, it will be an online classroom with a teacher. And it will be most likely hosted with Zoom. It's coming, Ahmed. Yes. Okay. Let's end this lesson by just looking at a few headlines. I found these very quickly online. All of these articles are linked down below if you want to read them. I just want to show you a few headlines. Number 1, when and why do the clocks go forward? People want to know. Tips for surviving the daylight saving time change. It can be hard on our bodies, right? That kind of sleep pattern change, it can be a little bit difficult. Last headline. What losing an hour is really doing to your body. For me, it does nothing, but it could do something to your body, this time change, okay? If you want to read these articles, just click down below in the video description and you can read them and you'll see lots of things about daylight saving time. Okay. Natalia, wow, that's great to run a speaking platform. Yes, I absolutely want to create this opportunity for people online to get together, to meet other people, and have a teacher. Every group class will have a native English teacher to run the class. So I am working on this and I'll keep everyone updated. Absolutely. Okay. So this is the end of the lesson. There are no more slides. I will end on the Gravotion slide. There we go. If you want today's notes, become a member. The lesson's over. If you need to go, thank you so much for joining me. I'll stick around. And answer a few more questions, but that's it for today. Column NYL says, is due time the same as some killing your time? Very different. To do time is very, very specific. Doing time means you are in prison. You're in jail. He is doing time for stealing. She is doing time for ... Do time means you're in prison. It's very, very specific. Killing your time just means you're waiting. You're doing something so you're not bored. Very different. Okay, good. Dalton says, speaking is a new step in the studying English. Yes, exactly. You have to take all the information you have. I know a lot of you have a lot of vocabulary, have a lot of information, but you have to get it out. And you can do that by speaking. By the way, I usually feel tired in daylight saving time. That can happen. Yeah, for some people, absolutely. Okay. Nan said, thank God today's lesson is short. I'm going to have my dinner. Bye-bye. Yes. Nan, see you soon. Yeah, the lesson's over. You can go. I'm just answering a few questions. Do you ever kill your time? Do you ever kill time? Kill time without your, do you ever kill time? Yeah. Yes. For example, when I'm picking up my kids, sometimes I'm early, I just have to wait. I kill time, I just check my emails on my phone or something. Good. Okay. Wonderful. I'll end here. I'll end here. Thank you so much for joining me. Members, I'll have your notes on Gavotion. They'll be ready in about 10-20 minutes. I'll have them uploaded. And I will see you in 2 weeks. I will see you, if you're available, let me open my calendar, on the 15th. On the 15th of April. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.